This is a Queensland Narrating Service recording of A New Bus Network is on the Way for the Sunshine Coast, made on behalf of TransLink. Your narrator is Kay Stevenson in October 2013. Contents: Introducing your new bus network. Getting to know your new network. How did we arrive at this new network? Any questions? A detailed guide to your new network. Route 600, Caloundra to Maroochydore via Mooloolaba. Route 602, Caloundra to Maroochydore via Mountain Creek. Route 603, Belvista to Corbould Park Racecourse. Route 605, Caloundra to Landsborough. Route 615, Maroochydore to Landsborough via University. Route 607, Caloundra to University via Kawana Shopping World. Route 636, Nambour to University. Route 609, Pelican Waters to Caloundra. Route 610, Nambour to Maroochydore via Kunda Park. Route 612, Nambour to Maroochydore via Bly. Route 614, Kawana to Maroochydore. Route 619, Kawana to Maroochydore. Route 616, Maroochydore to University via Alexandra Headland. Route 617, Maroochydore to Sippy Downs via University. Route 618, Sippy Downs to Kawana Shopping World via University. Route 620, Noosa Heads to Maroochydore. Route 622, Maroochydore to Noosa Junction via Airport, Coolum. Route 626, St Andrews Drive to Sunrise Beach via Noosa Heads. Route 627, Tewantin to Sunshine Beach via Noosa Heads. Route 628, Noosa Parklands to Noosa Junction via Noosa Civic. Route 629, Tewantin Central to Noosa Junction. Route 630, Noosa to Nambour via Eumundi. Route 631, Noosa to Nambour via Eumundi and Kuroi. Route 632, Noosa to Kuran via Kuroi and Pomona. Route 639, Nambour Area Local Service Loop. Using your new network. Getting around the Sunshine Coast. How to transfer between services. Tickets and fares. Introducing your new bus network. With new emerging communities and more people travelling to and within the Sunshine Coast, the region has experienced a great deal of growth. To ensure your buses meet the needs of your growing community, we have worked with you and our delivery partner Sunbus to create a new network that is easier to use and reflects the needs of the Sunshine Coast. In late November 2013, TransLink will be rolling out a new Sunshine Coast bus network. This new network will provide improved connections between key centres, with more direct local connections to support local travel patterns. Getting to know your new network. There are plenty of exciting changes and improvements to this new network. Some of the highlights include a new Maroochydore bus station, better connections to train services, simple, direct and frequent services, improved services for uni students, better services in your growing community. New Maroochydore Station. The new Maroochydore Station is located on Horton Parade, Maroochydore, and will form a central hub for the Sunshine Coast bus network. With high-quality facilities and more direct and frequent services for passengers heading north and south, travelling throughout the Sunshine Coast will be easier. Under the new network, the following routes will service the new Maroochydore bus station: 600, 602, 610, 612, 614, 615, 616, 617, 619, 620, 622. Some of the key features of the new station include 6 bus bays, 3 on either side of Horton Parade, high-quality bus shelters with seating, lean rails and timetable information, safety features including 24-hour security cameras and lighting, secure bicycle storage, bus layover and drivers' facilities, urban design funded by Sunshine Coast Council, which includes streetscaping, landscaping, public artwork and end-of-trip facilities with showers and toilets. Better connections to train services. Earlier this year, you told us that you'd like to see improved connections between bus and train services. We've taken on board your comments and strengthened these connections by adding additional bus trips during weekdays. We're also improving bus timetables to ensure you have enough time to make your connecting train service. We've improved Route 605, 615, 630 and 631 timetables to allow 10 minutes between buses arriving at the train station and trains departing, and 5 minutes between trains arriving at the station and connecting buses departing. If you're connecting to train services at Landsborough Station, you can take advantage of the following improvements we've made to the 605 and 615. 7 extra weekday trips on the 605. Travelling from Caloundra to Landsborough, 6:28 a.m, 9:01 a.m, 2:23 p.m, 5:47 p.m, 8:05 p.m. Travelling from Landsborough to Caloundra, 10 a.m, 10:58 a.m. 7 extra weekday trips on the 615. Travelling from Maroochydore to Landsborough, 6:13 a.m, 11:46 a.m, 2:08 p.m, 4:03 p.m, 5:32 p.m. Travelling from Landsborough to Maroochydore, 10:59 a.m, 1 p.m. If you're connecting to train services at Nambour Station, you can take advantage of the following improvements we've made to the 6:30 and 6:31. 1 extra weekday trip on the 6:30. Travelling from Noosa to Nambour, 7:41 p.m. 3 extra weekday trips on the 6:31. Travelling from Noosa to Nambour, 4:50 a.m. Travelling from Nambour to Noosa, 11:35 a.m, 5:30 p.m. Simple, direct and frequent services. To make it easier and faster for you to get around, we're ramping up the frequency of Route 600 to run every 12 minutes from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays between Maroochydore and Caloundra, and every 15 minutes on weekends. This means more services and less time waiting for your bus. Plus, you can enjoy the comfort and safety of the new Maroochydore station while you wait. We've also realigned routes 602, 610 and 617 at Maroochydore and routes 620 and 622 at Bly to improve service efficiency, ensuring you can get the most out of your bus service. Improved services for uni students. The University of the Sunshine Coast, USC, a key destination on the Sunshine Coast, is continuously growing, with large volumes of students travelling to and from the campus each day. As part of your new network, we're improving routes 607, 616, 617, 618 and 636 to better match uni class schedules, ensuring you can get to class on time. USC students can also take advantage of changes to the 607 and 618 with a one-seat journey from USC to the University Hospital, 607, and Kawana Shopping World, 607 and 618. Better services in emerging communities. We're making changes to routes 607, 609, 612, 617 and 618 to improve services to emerging communities, including the Park Lakes Estate in Bly Bly, Sippy Downs, Kawana Town Centre, Pelican Waters and Brightwater. If you live in the eastern side of Sippy Downs, the 617 will provide you with a more direct connection between your home and USC, Maroochydore and Buderim, without having to travel through the entire Sippy Downs area. Similarly, if you live in Brightwater or the western side of Sippy Downs, the 618 will provide you with a more direct and convenient connection between your home, USC and Kawana Shopping World. If you live in Bly Bly, you'll notice that we've extended Route 612 further into the Park Lakes Estate at Bly Bly. This means you can enjoy fast connections to Maroochydore with a bus stop within 5 minutes walking distance for the first time. If you live in Pelican Waters, you'll receive a new, more direct two-way route, 609, that provides more convenient access to local destinations and Caloundra. Noosa Junction Station. We're investing more in public transport for the Sunshine Coast, building on your $10 million Noosa Junction Station. In August 2011, we opened the award-winning station, which provides 7 bus stops across 2 platforms, with high-quality bus shelters and large public spaces. Noosa Junction Station is currently well serviced by local routes 620, 622, 626, 627, 628, 629, 630, 631 and 632. To further improve how these services operate, we've adjusted their timetables to reflect current traffic conditions and to better match passenger demand. Your Sunshine Coast Zones. Translink Services. 600. Caloundra to Maroochydore via Mooloolaba. 602. Caloundra to Maroochydore via Mountain Creek. 603. Bell Vista to Corbould Park Racecourse. 605. Caloundra to Landsborough. 607. Caloundra to University via Kawana Shopping World. 609 Pelican Waters to Caloundra. 610 Nambour to Maroochydore via Kunda Park. 612 Nambour to Maroochydore via Bly Bly. 614 Kawana to Maroochydore. 615 Maroochydore to Landsborough via University. 615 Extension to Australia Zoo. 616 Maroochydore to University via Alexandra Headland. 617 Maroochydore to Sippy Downs via University. 618 Sippy Downs to Kawana Shopping World via University. 619 Kawana to Maroochydore. 620 Noosa Heads to Maroochydore. 622 Maroochydore to Noosa Junction via Airport, Coolum. 626 St Andrews Drive to Sunrise Beach via Noosa Heads. 627 Tewantin to Sunshine Beach via Noosa Heads. 628 Noosa Parklands to Noosa Junction via Noosa Civic. 629 Tewantin Central to Noosa Junction. 630 Noosa to Nambour via Umundi. 631 Noosa to Nambour via Umundi and Kuroi. 632 Noosa to Kuran via Kuroi and Pomona. 636 Nambour to University. 639 Nambour Area Local Service Loop. Rail Bus 649, Nambour to Caboolture. Other services. Hinterland services. Hinterland Connect, Nambour to Mullaney. Mullaney, Landsborough, Beerwah. Q Connect. How did we arrive at this new network? On the 24th of July 2012, the Minister for Transport and Main Roads announced a review of the South East Queensland SEQ bus network to improve service reliability, affordability and frequency. The review aimed to remove service duplication, manage infrastructure capacity, get more people on public transport by simplifying the network, get better connectivity between services and modes, redirect resources to routes where there is overcrowding. Since then, we've analysed travel data for every bus route in SEQ, worked with our delivery partners to understand what is happening on the ground, and sought your feedback over 3 stages of passenger consultation. What you told us. Some of the key themes you raised about your current bus network included the need to strengthen the coastal bus corridor, a need for better services to the University of the Sunshine Coast, the need to support new employment and residential centres, the importance of a public transport connection to the Sunshine Coast hinterland communities. As a result, we've taken on board your feedback and analysed the current network to deliver a new and improved bus network for the Sunshine Coast. We would like to thank you for your suggestions, feedback and ideas, all of which have helped to shape your new network. We understand your community will continue to grow and change, which is why we are committed to undertaking regular reviews of your bus network to monitor its effectiveness and identify areas for improvement. Any questions? We understand you might have a few questions about your new bus network, so we've listed some frequently asked questions below. If you have a different question, please feel free to call 131230 anytime. Why have you designed the network this way? When we plan a bus network, we take into account a lot of things, including population, community travel needs, opportunities for network connectivity, bus stop placement, accessibility, traffic conditions and budget, to name a few. We take all of these elements into consideration and within the known constraints, we try to find the best possible solution for our customers. In this particular instance, we were driven to design a network that met as many of the community's needs as possible, while delivering upon the Queensland Government's priorities. After detailed analysis of passenger feedback and travel data, we incorporated these findings into the new network by strengthening services along coastal corridors, specifically between Noosa, Maroochydore and Caloundra, removing route duplication to improve the efficiency of the network, altering universities' service timetables to provide students with better connections to get them to class on time, redesigning sections of services to maximise their ability to operate efficiently and reliably, extending the coverage of the network to provide improved services to emerging and developing areas of the community, providing more convenient opportunities for passengers to transfer between modes. This new design responds to both community feedback and existing network issues to provide a sustainable bus network that will support new infrastructure and the growing transport needs of the community. When can I get a copy of my new timetable? We're currently in the process of finalising your new timetables, which will soon be available. Online, visit translink.com.au, post, call 131230 and get one sent out to you, at local library or tourist information centre, on board your bus. How will buses use the new Maroochydore station? The new Maroochydore station will provide a central transport hub for the entire Sunshine Coast, enabling buses to move easily through the station and provide passengers with more direct access to where they need to go. Platform 1, southbound. Departing 600, 602, 614, 615, 616, 617, 619. Arriving 610, 612, 620, 622. Platform 2, northbound. Departing 610, 612, 620, 622. Arriving 600, 602, 614, 615, 616, 617, 619. Will school buses be impacted? No, school buses will not be affected by this new network. School runs will continue to operate as per their normal routes and will continue to stop where they have always stopped. School buses currently servicing Sunshine Plaza will use the new Maroochydore